Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, man killed, others injured after driver disobeyed a red light. A man was killed and others injured in a vehicular crash at the Hagley Park and Waltham Park Roads intersection in St. Andrew on Tuesday after a driver ran a red light. The deceased has been identified as 23-year-old Javon Thompson of Kellyman Terrace at Kingston 10. Thompson was a passenger in a Toyota Corolla motor car which collided with a Honda vehicle. The incident reportedly happened about 10:30 a.m. Reports are that the Honda driver was traveling along Hagley Park Road heading to Halfway Tree, while the Toyota was traveling on Waltham Park Road. Upon reaching the intersection, one of the drivers disobeyed the traffic signal and both vehicles collided. Several persons were injured. They were assisted to the Kingston Public Hospital, where Thompson succumbed to his injuries. The Hunts Bay Traffic Department is probing in the matter. Portland, the vendor charged with the murder of man found tied up in truck. The police have charged a 39-year-old Portland man for the death of a man who was found severely injured and tied up in a truck parked along a roadway. He is Kazrick Leslie, otherwise called Juba, of Cottage Lane in Summertown, Port Antonio. His court date is being finalized. Dead is 53-year-old Hubert Hemmings, otherwise called Sanchez, of Hope Bay, Portland. Reports from the Port Antonio police are that about 6:45 a.m. on Thursday, November 21, lawmen were alerted by residents that a man was seen tied up and appeared to be badly injured. Upon the arrival of the lawmen, they observed Hemmings tied to a parked truck. He was assisted to hospital, where he died while undergoing treatment. Further investigations by the lawmen led to Leslie being arrested. He later gave a caution statement to the police, which resulted in him being charged. Ex-JP charged for impersonating a justice of the peace. A man whose appointment as a Justice of the Peace was revoked by the Governor General has been arrested and charged for various crimes, including impersonating a JP, sources have revealed. Isaiah Shirley, 60, an accountant, is also charged with using a forged JP seal and using a forged JP stamp. He was arrested along Conton Spring Road in St. Andrew on Tuesday by a team from the St. Andrew North Police Division. Cops had Shirley under surveillance because of claims that he was collecting payments to sign documents, sources disclosed. It is alleged that he was observed inside a BMW motor car conducting transactions. When the police confronted him, Shirley allegedly told them he was a JP. A JP seal and a stamp were allegedly found inside the car. However, according to sources, checks at the Ministry of Justice revealed that Shirley's appointment as a JP was revoked by Governor General Sir Patrick Allen on December 28, 2021. He is scheduled to make his first court appearance on December 18. Mocha to charge 6 for scamming millions from elderly NCB customers. The major organized crime and anti-corruption agency says charges are to be laid shortly against the 6 persons who were arrested this morning in connection with a probe into the theft of millions from an elderly customer of the National Commercial Bank. Mocha says the senior citizen was the victim of a smishing scam, which is a cyber attack that uses fake mobile text messages to trick persons into downloading malware, sharing sensitive information, or sending money to cyber criminals. The attacks are alleged to have taken place in March last year. The persons arrested are believed to have stolen US $45,000 and $7.4 million and distributed the funds to a number of beneficiaries using a sophisticated smishing scam, Mocha reported. They were arrested in a series of coordinated targeted operations which were carried out from last night into this morning and spanned 6 locations across St. Elizabeth, Clarendon, St. Catherine, and Kingston. 30 people detained in Spanish Town operation on Tuesday. 30 people were detained by the police on Tuesday in a major operation in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, in response to two recent incidents of criminality. Operation Reassure, led by the Area 5 headquarters, sought to bolster the efforts of the St. Catherine North Police to combat criminal activities. Superintendent Leighton Gray, Operations Officer for Area 5, said that the operation will continue in a bid to assure members of the public of their safety in the town center. He said that the operation had yielded positive results.
It has been tremendously well. The people generally began to express that level of appreciation. And as I indicated to them, or the team, we indicated to them that we are here to ensure their safety and security, as also the business operators within the space. You can see persons are really moving around. The town is actually flowing in terms of the traffic management across the township. So far, so good. We have gone an operation and we have gone into about 5 different areas. We take up about 30 suspects at this time. We are doing the processing. I must say that the persons who, when we actually finish our processing, persons who are not of interest to us or any further interest to us, we'll definitely ensure that they are safely taken back to the communities where they were picked up in those areas.
Manchester councillors bemoaned violence following double murder in Poros. Council for the Poros Division, Claudia Marante Baker, says that the community has been gripped by fear after Tuesday's gun attack at a bar, which left a man and a woman dead. Another man was wounded in the incident that occurred across from the community center. Mrs. Baker, who was attending a function closer to the scene, told the news that she had to transport some attendees home as they were fearful following the shooting.
With what has been happening for the past couple of months, it is a serious concern. Concern to residents, because last night while at the ceremony, I had to carry 3 different communities home because of the fear that developed in individuals. I am really concerned and hope that this will come to an end and that persons will take responsibilities and stop this foolishness that is going on and causing people life, many times innocent people life.
Meanwhile, Maria Mitchell, counsel for the Belfield Division, said Manchester has become a battleground. He condemned the recent killings and appealed for an end to the violence, particularly in Poros, where at least 4 murders have been committed in recent weeks.
I am devastated at the recent flare of violence in Poros and other sections of Manchester. This would have been something that is very concerning to us as the leaders across Manchester, the local leaders, and we want to ensure that the police will do every single thing in their power to ensure that the people of Manchester have a peaceful Christmas. So let me just firsthand condemn the acts of violence that has been happening across Manchester. Poros have seen a flare in violence in recent times. This is about 4 or 5 killings in the last 2 months, and I am hoping that now the people will allow, the violence producers will allow good sense to prevail.
The police say one of the 2 suspects in Tuesday's shooting in Poros was killed during an exchange of gunfire along the Redberry Main Road. A firearm was seized. It is reported that the police responded to the shooting, which occurred about 7:35 p.m. One of the attackers opened the fire at them before jumping onto a motorcycle as a pillion. During a running gun battle, the man was fatally shot. The police are searching for his accomplice, who fled on the motorcycle. Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.